Hello, I'm Kristen, and today for you I have a little love for your hips. A lot of us have been working from home, working in our home offices, so we're probably sitting a lot. Even if you're not working from home and you have a sedentary job, you might be sitting a lot, and our hips need to be stretched out. So today we're going to focus on the hips. I'm going to start again by saying that yoga is for everyone. However, if you have any current or past injuries, please check with your doctor before you begin. You will want a mat today, something grippy, as some of our standing poses are going to give us. We need to have some more stability in that. So without further ado, we're going to get started. Come to the top of your mat. Oh, you might also want a blanket, a towel, some blocks to support you for some of our seated poses at the end of our sequence today. We're going to start at the top of our mat in our strong mountain pose. So stacking either our heels right underneath the hips or bring our feet together underneath us. Mountain pose is a strong, proud pose, so we want to find strength here. We want to root through the feet, all four corners. So find all four corners of your feet on the floor, and we want to lift and rise up from the hips through the spine, the belly, all the way out to the top of the crown of our head. We want to find some stillness here. So maybe you need to wiggle it out a little bit as you kind of set your intention for your practice today. But then we want to find some stillness. So rooting through the feet, lifting through the crown, exuding some energy through the hands, shining our palms forward. Check that there's a lot of distance between the ears and the shoulders. There's a tendency to tighten there. And then check in with your breath. Find your breath here. If you're doing this practice in the morning, it's a great way to set a base for your day. If you're doing it somewhere in the midst or at the end of your busy day, it's a great way to reconnect and unwind. Nostril breathing. Remember to feel the expansion of the torso on the inhale and imagine bringing the belly button towards the spine on the exhale. Take 5 controlled, slow breaths here. If you haven't done your 5th yet, let's do one more together. Excellent. Now we're going to warm up with a little bit of flow through the vinyasa. I'm going to show you the sort of more traditional flow with the downward dog and a bit of a modified flow with a cat-cow. So if you are familiar with the flow, once we do the first one, feel free to do it in your own way. And if you're not sure or if downward dog is a little too intense for you today, then I'm going to show you how to do the cat-cow variation. So we're going to start in our strong mountain pose here. And on our inhale, we're going to extend and reach. Look to the thumbs if you like. Exhale, bend the knees, hinge at the hips, fold forward. Inhale, halfway. That can be fingertips, shins, or thighs, but we want a nice long spine here. Exhale, fold. Press the palms, step the feet back. Again, if you know the regular vinyasa, feel free, or we can come into hands and knees. So knees under hips, hands under shoulders. We're going to inhale, open through the heart, look forward, exhale, hinge at the hips. Now we can stay here, we can curl the toes under, step the hands forward, and lift the hips. Keep the knees nice and soft here. But we want a nice long spine. So relax the neck. Or we can straighten the knees, up to you. And for the first one, we might want to walk the hips a little bit here. So stretch it out. And connect to your breath here. Inhale to look forward and exhale to step or walk yourself forward, back to that forward fold. Inhale, go halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, inhale, bring it all the way up. And exhale, bring it down. Okay, we're gonna do that again. If you like the cat-cow variation, if that feels good, you can continue to do that. Otherwise, I'm gonna show you the next level of difficulty. So inhale, reach, exhale, fold, everything's soft. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Place the palms, step the feet back one at a time into a plank. Or again, go into your tabletop position and do your cat-cow. From here, we're going to come forward, so shoulders over the wrists. And we're going to lower all the way to the floor. Inhale, we're going to open through the heart, big cobra. Exhale down, curl the toes. Inhale up, exhale downward. Okay, so that's level 2. Bringing it all the way to the floor. In your second downward dog here, you might stretch or wiggle a little bit at the beginning, but then try to find some stillness and try to connect to your breath here. Nostril breathing. Think of turning the big toes in slightly and turning the elbow creases forward. Press into all 10 fingers to protect your wrists. Relax the neck. Inhale to look forward, exhale to step it forward, or jump, or hop, or walk. Hold here. On your next inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. And inhale, bring it all the way up, bend the knees. Exhale, rain it down. Okay, one more. I'm going to show you the highest level of difficulty with a chaturanga. Again, continue with whatever variation. If you like that cat-cow support on hands and knees, great. If you need that transition to come all the way to the belly, perfect. Otherwise, if you feel like trying this one, well then join me. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Step it back, one foot at a time. Into plank, or again, come down onto your hands and knees. Inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, hug the elbows in tight. We're going to drop halfway down, and we're going to roll forward onto the tops of our toes. Upward dog, shoulders pull back, core engaged, and then roll over the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Turn the toes in slightly, elbow creases shine forward. Hips are lifting, fingers are pressing. Relax the neck, find your breath here. 2 nice breaths here. Exhale completely. Inhale to look forward. Exhale to come forward, however works for you. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, rain it down. Excellent. All right, we're going to do a little bit of warrior, some standing poses. Maybe Chica's going to join us. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Obviously checking to make sure that everything is safe. Inhale. Halfway left. Exhale, fold. Now here we're just going to step the left foot back. Okay? Short step if you're needing stability, wider step if you want a challenge. Back leg is going to be at a 40, back foot is at a 45 degree. Front toes are pointing forward. Back leg is straight, front knee is going to bend. When we're ready, engage through the core. Inhale, sweep the hands all the way up. Warrior 1. Okay? Imagine pulling this hip crease back a little bit. And imagine pulling the feet towards each other to really gain stability and engagement in the legs. Inhale here. Exhale, sink the shoulders down. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, sink in. warrior two. On our exhale, we're going to bring the left hand back and open up the side body. Right knee stays bent. Right hand forward, left hand behind. We're going to look over the right middle finger. Pull the pinkies back. And breathe. On your next exhale, we're going to cartwheel it all the way down. Step the toes back. Inhale, plank here. Exhale, downward dog. If downward dog is too much, you can come onto hands and knees, or you can even always rest in child's pose, extended child's pose, or child's pose. So if you need that break, no problem. From downward dog now, we're going to step the right toes forward and keep the right foot behind them. Left toes pointing straight ahead, right toes at a 45-degree angle. Left knee bent, right leg straight. When we're ready, we're going to press into all four corners of the feet, engage through the core. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, relax the shoulders down. Inhale, lengthen through the torso. Exhale, pull the left hip crease back just a little bit. Imagine pulling the legs, the feet towards each other. And then extend the right arm back. Straighten out the right toes so they are perpendicular to the left toes. Left finger shoot forward, looking out over our left middle finger now. Knee is still bent, pull the pinkies back. Breathe here. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, cartwheel it all the way down. Step it back. Moment of plank, maybe a little longer, and then lift the hips, exhale down to facing dog. Inhale, look forward, exhale, come forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bring it all the way. Exhale, breathe down. Take a moment here, let's reconnect with our breath before we continue. Feet are either hip distance apart or hugged together. Just check your alignment here. Is your head over your heart, heart over your pelvis, and pelvis over heels. Your shoulders relax and pulling down. All right, let's go. Inhale, rise. Reach, exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Step the right toes back this time. We're going to come up into our warrior one again. So right toes, back toes are at a 45-degree angle, leg is straight. Left toe is pointing straight ahead with a bent knee. Inhale, rise. Pull the left hip crease back again. Inhale and exhale, open. Now we're going to bend the left arm. And we're going to come and rest it on top of the left leg. Okay, check that this knee is stacked right over the heel. We always want to stack our bones here. And extend the right arm up or up and over. Should feel a long stretch here down the right side of our body. And pressing into the outer edge of the right foot. This can be as deep or as shallow as suits you. Okay, so find what works for you. Rule number one, listen to your body. If it doesn't feel right, you need to adjust, ease off. And then come up, bring the knee straight. Both arms up, and now this time, the left hand, we're going to lean back, stretch the left side, reverse triangle. And we're going to rein it, cartwheel it all the way down. Step back into plank. Moment of plank. Here we're going to lift up into the back body. And exhale. That rotation's up. Again, toes turned in slightly. Arms turned out slightly. Neck relaxed. Press into all the fingers. Knees can be soft here. Spine should be long. We're going to step the right toes forward. Turn that left heel 45 degrees. Keep the back leg straight. Right knee is bent, and when you're ready, inhale, rise up to warrior one. Exhale, relax the shoulders. And exhale, open up. Warrior two. Now bring the right hand this time down, right forearm onto the top of the right leg. Again, as deep or as shallow as need be. Check that that knee is stacked over the heel. And then sweep the left hand straight up or up and over. Up to you. Nice long stretch down the left side of the body. Exhale completely and inhale. Bring it up. Straighten both legs now. Right palm faces up and reaches up to the sky. Lean back, stretching the right side of the body. Inhale and exhale, cartwheel it all the way down. Press the palms, step the foot back. Moment in plank, just for a little strength here. And then exhale, bring it down. Inhale to look up, exhale to make your way forward. Hold here. Inhale halfway, exhale fold. Bend the knees, inhale, bring it all the way up. Exhale, bring it down. Take a moment here. We're going to heel toe our feet to the edge of the mat. Inhale, rise up, and exhale. We're going to bring it all the way down. And then we're going to bend the knees and bring the hips down. Heels can be up, heels can be flat. Okay, you can use the front of the mat as support. Here. And lean forward for support. You can work on getting straighter. We can even bring the palms together, pressing the knees out and the knees are pressing in. Again, if your heels are up, that's fine. You can even, if you brought a towel or a blanket, you can even roll it up and put it under your heels if you need that support. Feeling it in the hips, remember, today is loving on our hips. Now you can stay here, or if your hips need to be released a little bit here, you can come just down to a seated position. Or if you're up for a challenge today, we're going to play with crow a little bit. So you may or may not know crow, but from this yogi squat, we're going to bring our toes together. Bring our palms out underneath our shoulders, pressing and gripping through all 10 fingers. We're going to bring the knees up into the armpits, and we're going to lean our weight onto our arms. So this is an arm balance, and you may just try to come up onto your toes. You may alternate lifting toes, or you may be able to bring both toes up and together. A lot of work through the core and needs to be open through the hips. Definitely something that you can work towards. When we're done playing with that, we're going to come all the way onto our seats, or maybe you're already there. And we're going to extend our legs out in front of us and check in on our posture. You can use a blanket here to sit on, or the remaining of our seated poses if it suits you. If not, that's fine. So we're going to start with legs out long. You can have a slight bend here. We're really focusing on our posture. So from tailbone to crown, we want to be long, long, tall, and strong. Imagine someone has a string on your sternum here. They're also pulling that to be lifted. We are so prone to slouching and rounding these days. So lengthen, feel that openness through the heart and shoulders. Inhale, reach, be even longer and taller. And exhale, hinging from the hips, we're going to fold forward. Notice how I'm working to keep my spine still nice and long and straight here. Knees can be bent. No prizes for touching our toes. So grab your shins, your ankles, tops of your feet, whatever's available. And then permission to round here on the exhale. Exhale completely, and on your inhale, work your way back up. Okay, we're going to keep the right leg long, and we're going to bring the left knee up to our chest. We're going to check that we have about a hand spacing between the knee and the long leg. And you're either going to hug the knee in here, okay, or we're going to take the left hand back, and we're going to twist against and away from the right knee. Okay, let me show it this way. So checking our spacing here, sending the hand back, and then crossing the elbow, pressing against the knee for a twist here. Check that this foot is active. It's not collapsed. Okay, point the toes up and keep it active. Wherever you are, every inhale, think of lengthening a little bit longer, a little bit taller. And you could be here, hugging that knee, focusing on length and posture here. And exhale completely. We're going to go ahead and switch. So again, check the spacing. Okay. And then send the hand that's checking your spacing. Right knee is up, right hand is checking, right hand goes behind. We can hug that knee. I guess you've got three options. You can hug it in front of you. You can hug it with the twist, or you can bring the elbow over and behind the knee and twist. Nostril breathing here. And release. Wonderful. Switch legs. So extend the right. This time we're going to try to support the left. So bring the left foot into your right hand. Support the knee as well. Foot also should stay flexed here because this helps keeps our knee in the correct alignment. Okay, you can stay here, or if you're able, you're going to tuck the foot into the elbow, trapping from the outside. Either way, we want the leg lifted here so that we can feel the stretch through the hips. The left hip. Okay. You can add gentle little movements here. And then just check in. How slouched are you right now? Can you roll the shoulders down? Can you lengthen through the spine a little bit here? Wonderful. And you've got three options here. You can bring the foot down so that foot is on the inner thigh. You can cross the foot across the top of the thigh, or you can come in for a bind. Okay, so wherever you are here, you're going to inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold forward. Okay, this knee can bend if it needs to. If you're crossed over the top, same thing. If you're in a bind, hand wraps around and grabs the big toe, also folding forward. Wherever you're at is fine. Remember, listen to your body. If it doesn't feel right, then back off. Adjust. If you're just here and sitting up tall is activating and working the body and feels good, then stay here. There's no need to go further. You'll work towards that. Okay, wherever you are, release and switch. So this time we're going to bring the right toes up into the left hand or to the left elbow. Wrap around the outside if possible. Otherwise, flex the foot. Gentle movements here. Feel a nice stretch through the hip here. And then bring it down, your variation of choice, on the floor, across the leg, or up into a bind. Stay tall and strong, or add a bit of a forward fold. Again, your sternum is pulling forward, heart's pulling forward. And release everything. Move your blanket or towel out of the way. You're going to come forward onto hands and knees. You're going to check it out with our breath here with a little cat-cow. So inhale, heart open. Exhale, belly button to spine, chin to chest. Pushing through the palms and through the tops of the feet. Inhale, heart open. Exhale, tuck and round. Two more. Inhale, heart open. Exhale, tuck and round. Now we're going to do a little side plank here. There's going to be two variations for you. So we want to go up into a plank. And either we're going to put weight onto our left hand. We're either going to twist, watch my feet, twist the feet and open up here. If that's too much, we're going to drop the knee to help support underneath us, and we're going to lift here. Okay, so if my left hand is supporting, then my left knee is supporting. I'll lift the hips up. Look up if you can, if you'd like. And then bring the hand down. The other side. So drop the right knee if you need to. Extend. Or keep both feet up. Lift the hip points. Look up. And bring both palms down. Both toes reset. Come forward. We're going to lower all the way to the belly. You can rest here a minute if you like. And then bring your hands in line with your shoulders. Press into the tops of the feet. And inhale, we want to lift our heart up. Lengthen through the neck. Gaze forward, not up. Exhale down. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Curl the toes under. Use your come up to hands and knees or press up into plank. And then send the hips all the way back on top of the heels. Extend the child's pose here. Knees can be together. Knees can be wide. It's up to you. Big toes should touch. And arms extend. Check in with your breath here. Nostril breathing. Even in and out, feeling the belly expand on the inhale and belly button to spine on the exhale. Stay there a little longer if you need to. We're going to come back up to hands and knees position. And we're going to do pigeon, which for me is the ultimate hip stretch. If pigeon is not available to you, I'm going to show you the variation, which is going to be done on your back. And we're going to move to our backs after pigeon anyway, so then you'll just be getting a head start. So we're going to bring the right knee towards the right hand and the right toes to the left side of our mat. Our leg is crossed in front of us. Then we're going to wiggle the left toes back and down. Okay? Here's another place that you can use your blanket. If you need to support under the hips here, you can do that. You can stay up on your palms here. You should feel a great stretch in the hips. Or you can come on to your forearms as well. Wherever you are, imagine pulling that right hip crease back gently, just to help align the hips and really engage and connect to the stretch. If pigeon on your prone or on your belly is not available to you, we've got a supine variation. So all you need to do is come onto your back, cross the right toes over the left knee, and hook behind the thigh. If you have trouble reaching here, once your hips are tight, use a belt, a towel, a strap, a long sock, anything will do here. Keep this foot flexed and enjoy the stretch here. Okay, so stay there if that variation is for you. Otherwise, those of us in pigeon are pulling that right hip crease back and we're staying connected with our breath. It's by far one of my favorite poses. All right, if you're in pigeon, we're going to come all the way back up onto our hands. We're going to curl the back toes under. We're going to bring left foot back. If you're in figure 4 on the floor, you can just release. Hug both knees into the chest and take a little rocking movement there. Then if you're on your back, you can cross the left leg over the right, keeping the foot flexed. And those of us in pigeon, we're going to bring the right knee towards the right hand. We're going to bring those toes to, left knee to the left hand and bring the toes towards the right. Then scooch that right leg back. Tuck your pillow or your blanket on the other side if you like. That was helpful. And pull that left hip crease back. Now just gently. Stay propped up on your hands if that works, or come onto your forearm. If you're on your back in figure 4, or if you're here in pigeon, we want to connect to our breath now. All right, if you're in pigeon, bring yourself back up. If you're in figure 4, you can release and stay on your back. We're going to join you there just now. Curl the toes under, pigeoners, and send the left foot back. Moment in plank here, just for strength, hugging the belly button into the upper body, the back body rather, and sending the hips back for a little downward facing dog. Then we're going to hop or step feet forward, or you can come onto hands and knees. We're going to bring ourselves all the way down as we get ready to close out our practice today. So we're going to do a little bridge as our final work. And then we're going to twist it and stretch it out. So for bridge, feet are hip distance apart, and we want to be able to touch the heels with our fingertips. Okay? Pressing the palms firmly by our sides, pressing all 4 corners of the feet. We're going to lift our tailbone. This might be enough. This might be engaging enough. One of the most important things about bridge is do not let the knees fall out of alignment. Knees should be stacked over the heels. Heels are in line with our hips. All right. So if you want to start small, we're just going to peel the tailbone up. No one might even know what you're doing, but you are going to feel it engaged in the legs and the core. If you want to go a little higher, press the palms, press into all four corners of the feet, and lift up into that nice bridge pose. You can put a ball maybe, or a block between your knees, help engage and bring the knees together. Not touching together, but together in like this sort of force field, invisible force field, because we don't want them to splay out. When you come down, imagine rolling one vertebrae at a time. Back onto the mat. Hug your knees into your chest here. Rock a little side to side if you like. And keep the right knee, extend the left leg. Holding the right knee with both hands, but now I'm going to extend my right arm and pull my knee to the left. Knee goes to the left, my gaze goes to the right, over that extended arm. It's my favorite way to close out a practice, supine twist. Working to keep the right shoulder grounded as the left knee leads our twist. Nope, the right knee is leading our twist. And bring it back to center. Hug both knees into the chest. Grab opposite elbows if it's available to you. Let's take 3 deep breaths here. Feel the expansion press into your thighs. And the belly button fall away to the spine on the exhale. One more time. Wonderful. Now, grab the left knee with both hands and extend the right leg. Extend the left hand out and bring the knee to the right. Left knee leading to the right, and we're going to look out over that left arm. And bring it back to center. Remember, no pose is really passive until we get to our final closing. Always be connecting to your breath. Hug those knees in, rock those hips a little bit longer, and extend out your legs. Center yourself or reposition yourself if necessary. And close in corpse pose or shavasana. Everything is heavy on the mat. Palms face up, hands at your sides, feet fall in a relaxed way. You can close your eyes here. Find your breath again. With each exhale, let go of any tension you might be noticing in your body. Start down at the toes and release tension from your feet, arches. Work your way up to the calves, knees, quads, hamstrings. With each exhale, let your hips be heavy. Fingers relax. Elbows, forearms, biceps, shoulders. Feel that wave of relaxation wash over you. It moves up to the belly, shoulders. With each exhale, each muscle, each body part feels a bit heavier. A bit like you're melting into the mat. Relax your jaw, skin of the face, eyebrows. Not only are we letting go of physical tension, but let go of anything that you don't need today. Anything that's not serving you in a positive way. Your breath is still serving you here. Don't abandon it. If you have the time and need the peace, stay here a little longer. But if you need to get started with your day or get back to your day, go ahead and wiggle the fingers and toes. Start to bring some awareness back to your body. Stretch the arms overhead for a full body stretch. Your tips to toes. Allow the yawn if you need to. You probably did because I did. Sorry about that. Roll over onto one side using your arm or your hand as a temporary little pillow. Check in with your breath here and press all the way back up to sitting. You want to stay in sitting a little while. You might come onto your pillow or your towel. Cross your legs. Relax the hands on the knees. Bring the gaze down and close your eyes. Be strong here still. We're not going back to that slouch position. Strong, proud that we made it to the mat today, that we finished our practice. Feeling lighter and clearer. We're going to have a cleansing breath here. So in through the nose and out through the mouth. Bit of an intentional sigh. One more time. And bring your hands together at your heart. Thank you for joining me today. We'll see you next time. Namaste.